Hello everyone, this is your host Irsa Khalid, and I welcome you all to another exciting, interesting, and insightful episode of Conversation with the Diplomat by Diplo TV. Diplo TV is an initiative of the Diplomatic Insight, which is Pakistan's premier diplomacy and foreign policy platform for over 17 years. We believe in peace through informed dialogue, and this show is one of the flagship platforms for advancing that vision. My dear fellows, this program is an opportunity to step behind official titles and discover the people that shape diplomacy. Every diplomat carries years of discipline, sacrifice, doubt, learning, and quiet determination before standing on the global stage. By understanding these personal stories, we not only learn about leadership but about character. It is in these lived experiences that the true spirit of service is revealed. Now, let me introduce you to a very special guest today, His Excellency Mr. Mohammed Saleem, High Commissioner of Pakistan to Canada. Greetings to you, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much, Isra, for having me.
Okay. Viewers, Mr. Mohammed Saleem is a distinguished diplomat with over 3 decades of exemplary service. He has served at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Islamabad in various important capacities. Over the course of his illustrious career, he has represented Pakistan in several key international postings, including assignments in Germany, Bahrain, and Tanzania, where he strengthened bilateral relations and promoted Pakistan's diplomatic interests. Currently, Mr. Saleem is serving as the High Commissioner of Pakistan to Canada, a position he has held since January 2025. He is also concurrently accredited to the Federation of Saint Christopher and Nevis and serves as Pakistan's representative to the International Civil Aviation Organization in Montreal. Welcome to Diplo TV, sir. My first question is tell us about your personal journey towards becoming a diplomat and what truly drives you.
Thank you very much to the Diplo TV. It is a very pertinent media channel for the younger generations in Pakistan to pursue, who look forward to pursue different careers. Diplomacy is the first line of defense of a country. One, it is also the first uh, line of projection of your home country. So there is no other profession more prestigious than diplomacy, and becoming a diplomat in Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Pakistan, and the whole career is to represent Pakistan, to promote Pakistan, to protect Pakistan's vital national interests at the international stage, and you carry the nation's flag everywhere you go abroad. So there can't be a better profession than this one.
Okay. And tell us about your personal journey. How did you start it and what is your background?
So, you have already almost covered my CV. I have served since I joined the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in 1995. I did German language course in Berlin, Bonn. It was a small university town in former West Germany, also a capital of the former West Germany. So then I have
Right.
done a first posting in Berlin in from 2000 to 2005. Then I served in Pakistan Embassy in Bahrain, Malaysia, Romania, and I was
Absolutely.
here in Canada before as Deputy High Commissioner. Then I was my first ambassadorial was in East Africa in Tanzania. So this is my second ambassadorial.
And when did you first feel that representing your country internationally would become your life's mission?
It depends when you are in university. The first thing is you have to work hard, then you have a competitive exam. It is known to all university graduates in Pakistan, and if you qualify with high score, you get a good CSS service group, and this is one of the top most popular among CSS aspirants.
Right. Uh, Looking back at your early years, was there a mentor, a personal experience, or a moment that inspired you to choose this profession?
No, it is mostly you can work hard at your end, then the luck plays its part, and you end up where you are. And if in CSS you have these options of three choices, and you can even if you don't like a service group, you can always switch over by reappearing in an exam. I'm happy, and there is this is, as I said initially, there can't be a service better than foreign service to represent Pakistan abroad. And it's not just representation. Basically, you negotiate Pakistan's vital interest at the international stage with other countries, at
Absolutely.
international fora, at multilateral fora, bilateral, multilateral, minilateral, regional, sub-regional, and global. So there can't be a service better than foreign service and to promote Pakistan's vital interest.
Okay. So, Your Excellency, diplomacy is often described as the art of patience under pressure. Can you share a challenging phase in your career that tested your resilience and what it taught you, basically?
Look, in the diplomacy, you have to get your share of the international affairs, whether it is goodwill, tourism, trade, investment, and soft image, bold image, strong image. Uh, Pakistan is just 79 years young, and we have a young society. We have a young history of 79 years is too small a period in history of nations. And we have had challenges along the way since 1947. In the region to which we belong has not been at peace with itself over the last few decades. That's one challenge. Then you have competition from your other competing countries, whether it is your exports, whether you want to attract investment from abroad, whether you want to attract tourists from abroad, whether you want to send your tourists to certain countries. So you have to have diplomats abroad have to represent the true picture of the country in terms of trade, tourism, investment, culture, civilization, the whole
Right.
landscape. So it is a very competing atmosphere because Pakistan is in South Asia and in the wider Asia. This is the 21st century, and they say it is the century for Asia. So what Pakistan has to do, and Pakistani diplomats and ambassadors have to do, is to ensure that Pakistan gets its share of all international publicity, goodwill, soft image,
People
trade,
to people
investment,
ties
and tourism.
and people to people ties.
Exactly.
Right. So, do you feel that it is a very challenging role and there's a huge pressure on you as you are representing your country, and it's not just a 9 to 5 job, rather it's like ongoing process and 24/7 you are involved in this position.
Exactly. We already have 10 hours time difference with Pakistan in winters and 9 hours in summertime, but diplomats have to remain abreast on the social media. They have to monitor all the international developments, developments back home in Pakistan, developments in the host country where you are representing Pakistan. So it is a round the clock job. You have to give input where required to the government. You have to give input to Pakistani diaspora where there is a we are lucky we have a lot of around 500,000 Pakistani community living across Canada. So it is a full-time job. You are right.
Right. So, Your Excellency, when you first joined the Foreign Service, what mindset helped you navigate uncertainty, cultural shifts, and high expectations from your role?
Look, it's a very homely atmosphere. When you join the ministry, we have a Foreign Service Academy, and then we have this initial language training. So these academy and language trainings are initial steps for young diplomats They are groomed that what all will it take. You will have to be disconnected from your extended family for longer time periods of time, 3 years, 4 years, 1 year. You serve abroad in Africa, in Europe, or in North America, Latin America, and Southeast Asia, Northeast Asia. So you may not be at home in Pakistan for all the extended family, friends, and social life part. So it is a big sacrifice required, but the ministry and the academy, they groom the younger diplomats to rise up to the challenge and to the inspirational profession they join.
And personally, what do you think? Is this sacrifice worth it?
Look, there can't be anything more worthy than representing your country to which you belong, the passport you possess, the identity you have. So there can't be anything more prestigious than this one.
Okay. And what core personal principle has remained your compass throughout your career?
Look, Pakistan is our history is replete with leadership levels, starting from the founding fathers, the initial leaders who, when we started the capital in Karachi, so we had to, the Pakistani initial headquarters or the seat of the government, the capital in Karachi, people had to bring furniture from their home to establish the offices. We had to start from a very primitive, basic infrastructure to run a state. Today, we are fifth largest population in the world. We are seventh nuclear power in the world. We are one of the most consequential countries in Asia and at the global stage. We are simultaneously members of the most important fora at the world stage today, not only UN and OIC and regional blocs like SARC, like D8, like ECO, SCO. So our contribution at world stage has been marvelous, particularly UN peacekeeping, when it comes to hosting foreign refugees. All that we have done a lot to the world as a responsible, rational state over the last 78, 79 years.
And what initiatives have you taken here in strengthening the relationships between Pakistan and Canada and representing your country in Canada?
This is my 13th month since I'm in Canada as High Commissioner. So in this last year plus time now, there was initially a few months of here, there was election season, so you could not do much for 3, 4 months last year, first half of 2025. After the election, when the new government came in May 2025, ever since we have had four delegations, official delegations from Canada to Pakistan. One was on immigration, visas, and consular matters. One was on bilateral investment treaty. One was on Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Pakistan and Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Canada. We have bilateral uh, political consultations. Then there was another delegation for international development portfolio. And similarly, we have had six delegations from Pakistan in the last 1 year. One on sports exhibition, one was on food and spices promotion from Pakistan because we have a lot of rice export from Pakistan. Then we also have textile exhibitors who came here. We have now a Pakistani mines and minerals exhibition delegation coming just maybe arriving today or tomorrow to Toronto. So our trade has gone up, our investment relations, we have a Barrick Gold mining company. It is a Canadian company invested in copper and gold mining in Pakistan. We have another Canadian company. It is into hydro and solar and wind power energy in Pakistan. So the relationship is intense. We have a university to university level collaboration. We have people to people collaboration. We have four direct flights of PIA from three different cities in Pakistan to Canada every week. So we only have to increase the volume and the value of all these trade, investment, people to people connections from where we are now.
Absolutely. So, many young people watching today aspire to join the foreign service. Beyond what they study for exams, what is one truth about diplomacy that no textbook can teach?
It needs patience for negotiation. You may have wished to have the desired results, but it may negotiations need a lot of time. They need a lot of rounds of negotiation. So a good diplomat has to be a good reader, good thinker, good writer, good speaker, and good negotiator. So you have to be
Right.
well read. Then you whatever you read, you have to reflect over it. Then you have to make your statement or prepare your statement. Then you have to. That's why I said you have to be good reader, good listener, good reflector or thinker, good writer, and good presenter. Then you have to on the table you have to speak, and you have to speak with logic and with a lot of articulation.
Yes, and you have given a whole formula of becoming a great diplomat. Um, if you were to distill your decades of service into one guiding lesson about serving Pakistan, what would it be?
Please come again.
If you were to distill your decades of service into one guiding lesson about serving Pakistan, what would it be?
It would be that the country has given you what you could have wished for. And once you are blessed with all that the country could have given you, then it is your moral, ethical, social, and national responsibility to pay back in to the best of your competence, capability, motivation, patriotism, and loyalty.
Right. And one question which I want to ask you is economic diplomacy has become a central component of foreign policy. What concrete steps have you taken to expand trade, attract investment, or open markets for your country?
It's very pertinent question. Economic diplomacy is the number one agenda of all foreign ministries around the globe. All countries around the globe, including Pakistan, have made geoeconomics is their primary uh, point of attention. So geoeconomics and geopolitics do cross paths every time the diplomats negotiate a new deal with another country. We have to see Canada has 42 million population, so we are already exporting. Our exports are in good amount in surplus. Our exports from Pakistan to Canada per year are around $500 million. Canada's export to Pakistan is around $200 million. So we have a trade surplus there. And Canada being the second largest country geographically, they have 10 provinces. You have to expand your uh, products, goods, and export products across all provinces in this country. Second is we have a huge remittance from Pakistani diaspora, around 750 million, 10 months last year, from January to October 2025. So it is a huge amount by small number of Pakistani diaspora. Similarly, we
Right.
have investment from Canadian firms in mines and energy. The third is you also have a good number of around 15,000 Pakistani students in different bachelor's, master's, and doctoral research programs. So
Right.
those 15,000 students is a good number. They also bring in a lot of money, and then they stay here, then they can get work permit, then they can get even citizenship. So there is a active file. We are organizing 4, 5 annual major trade, IT, ICT related exhibitions in Canada. We have 3 consulates in Vancouver, Montreal, Toronto, and these consulate. We have a trade and commerce and investment wing. We all are working as a whole team to promote Pakistan in terms of trade and investment. And in terms of investment, our primary focus is mines, minerals, energy, agriculture, machinery, ICT, AI, and software and IT-enabled services trade and banking and finance.
Okay. So, as you look toward the future, what opportunities excite you most in strengthening bilateral relations?
The most opportunities for immediate term last year and this year also we have promoted Pakistani sports goods because this year in summer months there will be the FIFA World Cup being organized in North America, USA, Canada, Mexico.
Right.
And we this year also we are promoting Pakistani sports goods exhibition and products from Sialkot and other cities. Last year we especially organized a group of 10 Pakistani sports goods exporters companies. They came from Pakistan to Montreal and to Toronto for a 1 week long exhibition. Again, we plan a similar activity this year because in North America we also have a lot of scope for sports goods, particularly winter sports apparel, leather products, because this is a harsh, long winter here, and they have a lot of winter Olympics and winter sports. I would say gear is required, and we can produce that in Sialkot and other cities. So that is one opportunity, low-lying fruit. Similarly, we have a lot of scope in IT and IT-enabled services. We not only produce 75,000 plus IT graduates every year in Pakistan, we also have IT services outsourcing and what is in computer language called gaming. They produce apps for Amazon, for Microsoft, for Apple, for Google, young boys and girls in Pakistan. They are IT graduates. They can work from their homes in Pakistan. They just need a laptop and internet, and they are making apps for these IT firms abroad. So IT services promotion is another low-lying opportunity for Pakistani exporters.
And how have you worked to strengthen Pakistan's image through people to people ties?
We are very lucky. We have out of the 500,000 Pakistani community which lives in Canada, most of them are professionals, IT engineers, software engineers. Then you have chartered accountants. We have lawyers, law graduates, medical doctors, engineers, bankers, academics, and investors who have come here with money and they are doing very good business in Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, and so on. So Pakistani community in Canada has made a name for themselves to be one of the best quality immigrants from abroad. And since we are just 78, 79 years young, our community started coming here in late 70s, then in 90s, and so we are not that old a community, but within this short span of time, we have made a name. We have members of parliament in Canadian Senate and House of Commons. We have members of provincial parliaments in all the provinces. Many of them also have representation at local council level. So we are the people-to-people connection is Pakistani community has a very good reputation in Canadian larger society. So we have these four weekly flights to Pakistan. When it comes to people, we have a active Canadian High Commission in Islamabad also. But sky is the limit. We can enhance the people-to-people connections further, also through the students and higher education platform.
Exactly. Finally, what message would you like to leave for our viewers and especially for Diplo TV?
You are doing a great job to be the link between the young generation in Pakistan and Pakistan government channels, particularly foreign ministry and Pakistani embassies abroad, because this connectivity also gives lot of information which is otherwise not available to the people. So I would wish all the success to Diplo TV in your great endeavor to connect Pakistani embassies with the civil society inside Pakistan.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. And this is the end of our conversation. Thank you for joining us. We are really honored that you took time for us and actually accepted our invitation for the interview. Thank you, sir. Um, Personally, I really enjoyed whatever you have said about answered my questions and all. They were very insightful and informational as well. So thank you for giving us time.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you. Salaam.
Okay, thank you. Allah Hafiz.